Trail of 98 once again. Like I said earlier, if you're having a hard time finding it, look for that sign first. Then you'll see where those stampeders used to walk along. With the completion of the railroad in 1900, this trail was no longer needed, and now that we have lots of different foliage and rocks kind of going on it, it's no longer used. But it's still a tangible part of our history here, and we get to see what those stampeders had to do to even start their journey north. Soon we'll head back through the longer of the two tunnels, and afterwards we'll see that steel cantilever bridge, so make sure to prepare yourself for a brief moment of darkness. Now you'll see that steel cantilever bridge. I mentioned that there were wintry trials that men had to endure, and what were those? Well, men had to endure minus 40-degree temperatures and 80-mile-per-hour winds just to get this bridge up and running in the winter of 1900. These trials and the bridge itself are part of the reason the entire White Pass Railroad is designated an International Historic Civil Engineering Landmark. That is a title we share with the Statue of Liberty, the Eiffel Tower, Panama Canal, and a shout out to my hometown, the St. Louis Arch as well. he had to drop out due to financial constraints. Grappling with dropping out, and still dealing with the aftermath of the 1893 depression, Jack was given hope when the Excelsior docked in San Francisco with tons of gold from the north. He hopped onto that dream and made for the Klondike. The rugged north was not kind to Jack. As he traveled up to the Yukon, he acquired a multitude of illnesses. One of them was scurvy. These afflictions led to Jack losing his fourth front teeth. Despite it all, he staked claim in Henderson Creek, determined to make it rich. After a while of fruitless mining, Jack was advised by his team to return home due to his illnesses progressively getting worse. Now, Jack London's time in the Yukon only lasted 9 months, and the majority of that time was spent traveling up to those gold fields. Even though this period of his life was short-lived, it inspired one of his most famous works. These books then turned into the gold that Jack was desperately looking for. Now, I love sharing the story with you all because many people did not find gold in the Yukon. But, like Jack London, they instead found gold in their hobbies and the passions that they had from their trips the North gave them. He put that money toward a trust fund for the tribesmen people themselves. To this day, the trust fund has started the Skagway Friendship Center in Whitehorse, Yukon Territory, and it is committed to a vision of bettering the spiritual, emotional, physical, and mental well-beings of the First Nations people. Quiche and Shawclaw had a tradition in their tribe, stating that to be a rich man, you must enrich the people and environment around you. While Quiche did make it out of the gold rush with a fortune, his real treasure was helping out his community and the people who inspired him to travel north. Now soon we'll be heading back through the last tunnel of the day. So folks on the right side, this is your chance to see that shot of the about 1,000-foot drop off to the valley floor below. And as we exit the tunnel, you'll get to see the train as it curves along the mountainside. Folks on the left, don't be discouraged, you'll get to see that little waterfall on your side as well.